In today's video, I'm going to show you how to write a personal statement for a master's course. The first thing you want to do is have an introduction sentence or two. What you can do is just say, well, it's a great pleasure, I'm applying for a place on this course at this university, and then very quickly just summarize what it is you're about to speak about. So my personal statement will speak about this, this, and this. Very simple, 2 or 3 sentences. The first main element is your background and your academic accomplishments. So start off by speaking about why you're so passionate about this area. So for example, this letter is about sports rehab, and the person who wrote this is speaking about, well, where did it originate from? This person had an injury, they worked with a sports rehabber, and it inspired them to then go and do a degree of their own at Loughborough University. You then want to speak about some of the modules that you did and excelled in. Make sure those modules are relevant to the masters. If you're going for a strength and conditioning masters and you speak about how much you love nutrition, it doesn't really mean much. So make sure the modules you speak about are relevant. Next, speak about your dissertation. So you can see here the person has said, this was my study, this is what I did, and then this was my grade. So make sure you do the same. And what I'd say at this point is, don't worry if your dissertation is not related to the masters in question. That's totally fine, but speak about some of the generic skills that you took from that dissertation. So for example, using SPSS or basic data collection methods. Okay, so that's point 1, so your background, academic accomplishments. What you need to do next is speak about your practical experience. So start off by saying you were proactive in getting experience. I think that's a really nice start to this section. Then the order would be, what did you do? Day to day, what was the actual job consisting of? And then thirdly here, what did you learn? So I'll say that again. What was the role? What did you do? What did you learn? Put that into a paragraph or two, speak about what you did during your degree. Second paragraph follows a similar sort of structure, but there are some extra bits in here as well, such as qualifications. So if you got some additional qualifications during your degree which relate to the masters, put that in. I'd speak about enjoyment as well. This one is a really simple sentence, but the people reading this want to bring people in that genuinely care about the topic area. So now and again, add in a sentence like that. I was passionate about this. I enjoyed doing that. That will look really positive. Also, when you're speaking about stuff, towards the end of paragraphs, bring it back to the university that you're applying to. Put the name of the university. If you don't, it will look like a template letter. All too often I see personal statements which don't include the name of the university once, and it's very obvious you're just churning out the same generic letter to lots of unis, and that won't impress the people reading it. Okay, and finally, you want to speak about why have you chosen this university, and what do you plan to do in the future. So you see this first sentence here, Cardiff Metropolitan is my first choice due to, and then what you need to do personally now is the university you're applying to, go on Google, go on their website, look at their strengths. What are they good at? Put that into the letter. Say what you're impressed with. So for example, this person has spoken about experts in the field, Welsh University of the Year. It just shows to the people that read this letter, you've actually put the time in to do some research on this university. It's not a template letter, it's not bullshit. There's more stuff here, more reasons. Then move on. Speak about during a master's, what do you plan to do? So this person's saying, they'll get some more work experience, they're going to get more accreditation and qualifications, and also contribute to some research. So whatever's relevant to you, put that in. And then after the masters, what do you plan to do? If you say, well, I'm going to go with the flow, see what happens, that's not very inspiring to read. Have some sort of plan, speak about what you want to do, and then summarize again like the previous paragraph. So due to all these great things I'm speaking about, I think Cardiff is the best place for me to go to continue my journey. So that sort of thing at the end is a nice finish to your letter. And then you're going to complete it with a very short closing sentence. Just say, yeah, thanks for taking the time to process this application. I look forward to hearing from you. And then if you have a digital signature, put that in as well. Okay, so that's how you write a personal statement for a university. If you have any more questions, get in touch with me on Instagram at Sports Science Hacks. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you again soon.